Hello, welcome to my channel. Happy New Year. Just a little video today. Like if you enjoy the video, subscribe if you enjoy the video. Little video today. I'm going to look at some stoves and have a little bit of breakfast. I'm just out in my local area, and then have a look at some stoves, have a little sit down, try and catch a sunrise. But if anyone has watched this channel before, they know that things don't always go according to plan. But hey, let's see if we can get a sunrise. If not, today is due to be nice later on. But I'll show you some stoves that I've been using that I think are pretty, all have different attributes, specs, and we'll take it from there. Sadly, no sunrise. I got a good one on my balcony the other day, so I kind of thought I'll come to this hill, quite local to where I live in the city, and see if I can get a sunrise, but unfortunately not. Didn't go according to plan. But anyway, let's cook, or let's make a little bit of breakfast. I'll show you these stoves. Cold. It's like 1 degree. First up, folding Gogh gas stove, or Gogh folding gas stove. The first ever stove that I purchased, but the thing I like about this, it's got the long nozzle so you can the gas from a distance. Obviously screw top gas. It's got a really nice wide head, so plenty of support if you can put for most size of pots on there. And this is one I'm going to use to cook my breakfast. Got a little bit of porridge, so let's crack that on. It's quite heavy. It's around 200 grams ish. I'll put the weights below. So the heaviest stove. The thing I like about it is you can just sit it on the floor, so it's not going to wobble around at all. It's just going to stay in one place, and being low to the ground, probably not going to get quite as much impact from the wind. So nice and stable. It is absolutely huge. The largest one I have, and it has the little feet support there, so nice and low on the ground. And it's quite similar to a stove you get in your home in terms of the size of it. Attempted healthy breakfast for dry January, all in the Soto 900 milliliter cook pot. Oh, that was so nice. After that failed sunrise, really nice just to get some good warm food in. In the box of the Gogh, they've put a little hole in the bottom for drainage. So if this gets filled up with water, it won't rust the stove, because all the water will just drain out the bottom. That's really cool. I like that. That's cool. That shows that they're kind of thinking about their customers and just thinking a little bit about what they're doing. Just brewing up a little water whilst I make a coffee. Keep taking my gloves on and off. It's freezing, man. Next up is you've seen this before probably if you've regularly viewed my channels, the MSR Pocket Rocket 2. Wicked little stove. Super robust. I think it weighs 75 grams. Really lightweight. It's got this wind braking technology, so if one of the segments kind of blows out, When it's windy, then the other two keep working. So MSR, really good quality. I've had one of their tents, the Hubber NX, and it held up in really strong winds in a recent trip that I did while camping before obviously lockdown. And yeah, really good brand, and I just know this is going to last for a long time. So this is my go-to at the moment. But having used the folding Gogh gas stove, I kind of miss it. It's a wicked little stove. I should take it on more trips really, and I like the fact that it just sits on the ground. So with this one, you need the gas will obviously screws onto the bottom, and then you need a gas stabilizer so it doesn't rock around. Which has its pros and cons. That is, you know, it sits higher off the ground. The chances are it could knock over, and actually the surface area at the top for the pot to sit on the feet isn't as wide as with the Gogh stove. And I forgot how wide that was, so it's actually a wicked little stove, the Gogh. It's a good starter stove, I'd say, and as I said before, it was the first one that I bought when I got into wild camping dog walkers. Whilst I forget, on the Gogh folding stove, it takes around 6 minutes to boil a litre of water, whereas the MSR takes around 3.5 minutes to boil a litre. So the performance is obviously a lot better with the MSR Pocket Rocket 2 stove. And obviously that's going to mean like less gas wastage for you and general improved efficiency. These are wicked. I got these for Christmas. You just pour in the hot water. You would have seen on my last video. Leave it for a few minutes, depending on how strong you want it. Makes great coffee. Next up is the BRS stove. Tiny, tiny little stove. Remove glove. And really good so I used it on the coast to coast. Weighs about 25 grams, costs £15 maybe. The Pocket Rocket 2 costs about £30 now, and the Gogh folding stove about £22. And yes, super tiny, like you can see, doesn't weigh anything. The performance is a bit hit and miss, and you know, this is getting a bit flimsy now, but for the price, you can't go wrong with this. It just weighs nothing. Normally, lightweight kit can be quite expensive, as you know, but this is one of the best lightweight things that you can buy that costs very little. And yeah, as mentioned, it's not going to be as good as like the MSR Pocket Rocket 2, or probably even the Gogh one, and potential for hot spots on the bottom of your pans and stuff. But I mean, it's pretty cool. It's even got the kind of wind cylinders as well, so they don't all blow out. You can probably just about see those. And it comes in this one's Lixada is the brand, but there are a whole bunch of manufacturers that put their stamp on this. So yeah, it's been around for a while, and a great little stove. Cheers, everyone. Oh, I love a morning coffee. That's lovely. Shout out to the dog in the background. I'm doing dry January. I wish it was a beer. It's a bit early for a beer. It's 8:30 in the morning. That's probably too early, isn't it? So you can see the size difference between MSR Pocket Rocket 2 and the BRS stove. It's absolutely tiny. And yeah, I'll lay them all out so you can see them all now. And so it's just 3 stoves that I own. I've actually got one more, which is like a fuel burning. So you burn kind of fuel sort of blocks, as it were, and then it's like an emergency stove, really. But yeah, they're the main ones I have. I'd say the Gogh, with hindsight, I've not used it for a long time, is really good. I like the way it sits low to the ground and it's not going to knock over, which I've done so many times with the other 2 stoves. MSR, I'm probably going to keep using that. It doesn't weigh anything. It's super reliable, really good quality, as you'd expect. And then the BRS one, if I ever want a lightweight option. I can't see myself going back to the BRS, to be honest, just because the MSR Pocket Rocket 2 only weighs a little bit more. So hopefully that's a little bit useful. Just a few stoves that I own, and maybe you're thinking of getting like a new stove, or maybe you're just starting wild camping for the first time, and you can't go wrong with the Gogh folding stove, to be honest, if you're looking for a more budget option, or even the BRS. And then maybe once you start getting into it, or I mean at any point really, but if you start enjoying the hobby, then definitely recommend the MSR Pocket Rocket 2 stove. I'm gonna finish up this coffee and get myself packed away. Don't be leaving stuff behind, people. That was really good. That coffee, last time I had that coffee, I was bouncing off the walls. But yeah, just gonna head back and start my weekend. Thanks for watching. Happy New Year again. Subscribe if you're new. Massive support of late, and it really helps. Hit the like button, that also really helps. Or the dislike button, probably helps a bit less, so try not to do that. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care, everyone. Peace.